In today's video, I'm going to be building the best budget team in Madden 23. I'm going to be going position by position and giving you a card that I think is really good for under 30K. And I honestly think that you can build a really good team really fast by just doing your challenges, because you get actually a pretty good amount of just free players. Now, the first position we got right here is actually going to be quarterback, and I have to go inside the game to show you guys this card. Now, you guys might not believe me, but I think the overall best value quarterback in the game is this silver Aaron Rodgers right here. I got him for 900 coins. Now, we're gonna look at his stats. You see, they're terrible. They're terrible. But I promise you, he's 900 coins. Pick him up and see how he plays, because I'm thinking about dropping a gameplay with this card, and I have a conspiracy theory, okay? So with the new pass lead system, I am really convinced that accuracy ratings don't matter, and given he has the Slinger 1 release, his release is already going to be faster than everyone. The throw power is what you do have to worry about, but like from short to intermediate ranges, this guy was just absolutely awesome, didn't miss a throw. Now, I do want you guys to try out that quarterback. I feel like most people would be a little bit skeptical of a silver quarterback, but I think that's the greatest silver player of like all time. Now, if you don't want to waste your time with the silver, the quarterback I would go 100% is Lamar. I think Lamar is in the argument for best quarterback in the game. I think it's between him or the high overall Aaron Rodgers. And they fixed Lamar's release. Lamar actually has one of the better releases in the game, and I have never been more wrong about a card. I told you guys to avoid his pre-order bonus card because, you know, Lamar, they basically tried to like patch Lamar, right? But he's great. I love him. He's currently my starting quarterback on my God squad. So far, him or A-Rod been the best quarterback I used, and for 15K, that's just incredible value, or potentially getting him for your pre-order player. Again, just incredible value. For running back, again, I have two for you, because I believe if you do your headliner solos, you'll get a free running back that's just really decent. And that player is going to be 83 Miles Sanders. You can see he's a nat. You get him from the field pass, and he's really solid. So if you can get him, just get him and rock with him at your running back. He's really not bad at all. Can't really get like any great abilities. I believe he only has one ability spot, but again, I think he's really solid. If you're looking for a running back other than Miles Sanders, say you couldn't get him from your headliner solos, I would go ahead and go Cordell Patterson. I think Cordell Patterson moves really good. I'm a real big fan of the hard cuts this year as like ball carrier moves, and Cordell Patterson played phenomenal for me. And he's 6'2", 220 receiving back. He can somewhat catch the ball. He's not the fastest in the world, but overall I just felt like he moved really good, and I really enjoyed using the card. Now we have the most important position of the video, wide receiver. Now I'm going to tell you guys two people that I would heavily target as free players. One, I think if you are you clicked on this video because you're likely a no money spent player, or you're looking for great cheap cards, right? The first person I'm going to tell you that needs to be on your team, Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson beats man coverage. He is really good. He's not the fastest in the world, but he is really good. I highly recommend, if you are a no money spent player, pick Keyshawn Johnson as your team captain. I have had more success with Keyshawn Johnson beating man coverage than a theme team boosted Tyreek Hill. So yes, I am very high on Keyshawn Johnson. He's 6'4", has great route running, and giving the meta right now, give me the route running over speed. That's wide receiver 1. Wide receiver 2, Gabriel Davis should be one of your picks for a free 86 overall player if you do your house rules and also your solos. I believe you get 2 86 overall players. The other one we will be covering really soon that I would choose. Gabriel Davis is awesome if you can get him for free. So he has really good deep route running, decent medium route running, not really great short route running. But the big thing on him is it doesn't show it, but he gets outside apprentice for 2 AP, and outside corner routes are really good. Like those C routes, really effective way of beating man coverage. And given his deep route running, the skinny post over the middle of the field sometimes absolutely fry man as well. So I highly recommend giving Gabe Davis a shot. Now, while you wait for your free headliner player and you want to play online, these are the people I would target. So the first one is actually going to be Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is pretty decent. He's one of the more expensive cards of the video. He's going for 23K. He's really good because he has decent speed, 84, but he also has 83 short running, 80 medium, 80 deep route running. One of the few people that is going to hit 80 for this price. And then for a final receiver, again, just in case you couldn't get that Gabriel Davis, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys to pick up DK Metcalf as well. This time he's 6'3", he's 83 speed, but again hits that 80 combo for short, medium, and deep route running. We're gonna move on to tight end. You have another headliner player that you could get for free. Donald Parham should be the choice. Now I would say if you're using him, I would take off deep and elite and I'd put on short and elite, and I think he will absolutely fry man coverage for you. 85 speed on him, 6'8", 85 short, 80 medium route running. Donald Parham is just absolutely amazing. If you've seen any gameplay so far, I feel like I don't really have to explain why Donald Parham's good. He is just like, he's the best tight end in the game, and you could potentially get him for free. While you wait for Parham, I would go ahead and run Mike Gesicki. I'm honestly not that high on Gesicki, but for his price, he's just the best overall that you could get. Not really a great run blocker at all, but 79 speed, again, not really that great, but he has 80 medium route running, and he was like the only tight end around this price that would hit 80 for route running. So honestly, like, tight end's a position that I would be willing to spend a decent amount of coins on. Now for offensive linemen, what I would do, I would literally just target like 80 to 82s. There's not really like a secret formula for offensive linemen. I mean, the ratings that matter are pass block power, pass block finesse, and just run block. All the other ratings do not matter. So if you pass the ball more, look for people with high pass block finesse, pass block power. If you run the ball more, look for people with higher run block. Now we're going to be transitioning on over to defense. Let's go to left end right here. Left end. I really like Brian Burns. I really like Brian Burns. I liked him last year. I like him again this year. He's 78 speed, which is pretty decent. 81 finesse moves, 75 power moves, pretty decent balance as well. And then for his traits, he has swim and spin move on yes. I haven't tested the pass rush traits out so far yet. I do think Brian Burns is phenomenal. And we're gonna go over to right end right here, and I think it's Montez Sweat. This Montez Sweat, you could go the pre-order version or this one right here. Really, like, there's like minimal difference. Like the pre-order one is a little bit better. It's literally the pre-order one is +2 stats everywhere. This one's still decent. He hits 80 finesse moves, 78 speed, 6'6" defensive end. Not really the best run defender in the world, but you know, I'd take the speed and pass rush right now over the run defense. And then we're going to defensive tackle. Defensive tackle, you could potentially get a free 86 overall Derek Brown. Again, if you grind your house rules, you'll be able to get him. He gets inside stuff and he's phenomenal. Now, while you're grinding, these are the people I would target. I really like the top two options right here. Fletcher Cox is really good. He has decent speed of 77. Actually, that's pretty good for a defensive tackle. He's over 300 pounds and he has 80 for a pass rush. I know finesse moves is terrible, but like, you got to pick and choose, right? I think Fletcher Cox gives you the best chance to have a decent pass rush. And then we're going to take a look at Oliver right here. At Oliver, again, he hits 80 for a pass rush and he has 76 speed. This time, actually a little bit better block shed. So if you only picked one, I'd probably go Ed Oliver over Fletcher Cox, but I think they'll play really similar. Then left outside linebacker right here, I am going to go with Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter is phenomenal for his value. Like 9K for 80 speed, 83 finesse moves, and decent power moves as well. That's a pretty good balance right there. Like right now I'm looking for 80 and 80, and he basically hits it, like 79 to 80. You know, I'll take it. And he also has 80 block shed. He's not really a great coverage linebacker, but as a pass rusher, he's phenomenal. Then I'm going to go ahead and give you guys two middle linebackers right here because I do think middle linebackers are back. And I think this one might be the most obvious one. Deion Jones is also really good, but I'm going to go with Isaiah Simmons. Again, you could potentially get the pre-order version, which is a little bit better. 6'4", 83 speed on him with 80 zone coverage as well. Like, he's going to play really good for you. And the other middle linebacker I would go with is Devin White. Again, 83 speed with 78 zone this time. Pretty good zone, pretty good speed. Now for right outside linebacker, we went with the pass rusher for left outside linebacker, so I wanted to pick a coverage guy right here. Again, you could potentially get Diablo's 86 card if you did want to go ahead and get a free one, right? That's pretty good at the pass coverage. But the person that I would go for coins would be Jock. I think Jock's pretty decent. He's 78 speed, which isn't great, so I wouldn't run man with him at all, and I know that is the meta right now, but he's 6'2" with the 80 zone coverage. I think that's pretty decent. I think he's going to play better than his value. Now, probably the second most important position of the video, cornerback. Cornerback, you have three absolutely insane budget options. The first one right here, Caleb Farley. Caleb Farley, you can get him for free if you or pre-ordered the $100 edition of the game, but he's 87 speed, 6'2" with 80 man. Like, you can run the man meta with this guy, and he's going to be super effective. Has all the physical stats in the world. Not really the best zone coverage defender, but again, like, the man coverage is high. Being able to run man with a budget team is really effective. And then after that, we got Eric Stokes. Eric Stokes, 86 speed on him with 77 man, 75 zone, 80 press. Really decent once again. Doesn't have like the 80 man, but this time he has 80 press. So again, you can press man him and he will be effective. Now for the last one, I mean, L'Jarius Sneed, this card right here is really good. And he's probably better than the card I'm about to show you. But this card is just ridiculous value. Tariq Woolen, was one of my favorite players coming into the draft, because I was thinking about his Madden card. So he's 85 speed and he's 6'4". If you play zone, I would highly recommend picking up this card. You're going to look at his man and zone, think, God, that's awful. But the zones react really, really well. And being 6'4", he's going to make a ton of plays, man. Like, he's going to be on my no money spent squad. I'm currently waiting on my PS5 pre-orders. So that is why I have not uploaded a no money spent video yet. Got 2 more positions. Free safety right here. We are going with Javon Holland. You could go with Marcus May, but I do like Javon Holland a little bit more. Is that because I'm a Dolphins fan? Probably, but I think Javon Holland is absolutely amazing. Marcus May, though, is really, really good, and he's like 6K less. So if you want a slightly cheaper version of Javon Holland, go with Marcus May. You're not wrong. So Javon Holland, 83 speed with 80 man, 80 zone, hits an 80, 80, 80 balance. Even has 80 play rec as well. I think he's amazing. Doesn't have the big hitter trait on yes or anything. Use this card on my Dolphins team, and that's even without the speed boost and everything. He plays phenomenal for me. I really can't complain about him. Then for strong safety, like, these cards might play a little bit better than him, but I say pick up Jamal Adams. I just think he's too good to not be the pick right here. 82 speed on him, 6'1", 80 zone coverage as well, with also the big hitter trait on yes. Like, hello. Like, he is absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's the best budget team I could build week 1 / kind of like day 1 for some of y'all in Madden 23. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know if I missed any players that you think are absolute budget beasts. Yeah, I think this team can actually compete. Like, I think they are really, really good, and you combine that with the free players you can get, and you're looking at a really, really solid team. If y'all did enjoy this video, though, make sure to go ahead, leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see me use pretty much this exact team when I start building my no money spent team, make sure to go ahead, check the links in the description, hit the Twitch with a follow. I would greatly appreciate that. Appreciate y'all clicking on to this video. If you guys want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I went over the best day 1 defense in Madden 23.